recorded is we want to make sure that we give everybody an opportunity to shout out. So go ahead and log in right now or unmute yourself and let us know where you're logging in from. Don't wait. Just go ahead and do it. You're going to say, you know, if you have a rank as well. So guys, this is Mario Delgadillo logging in from Eastvale, California. I'm Emerald with the company. So just as an example, just like that, go ahead and log in real quick, guys, and give yourself a shout out.
Andres Valdez from Fresno,
leader from Corona, California.
Maya from Corona.
Jacqueline Hernandez from Whittier, California.
Nicole Vicario from Chino Hills.
Once again, guys, go ahead and get logged in. Let us know, or check in, guys, where you're from. If you have a rank, let us know. And we're going to get started here in just a sec. Got a lot of events coming up this week, so I'm going to get those all out for you guys. We're going to also have our team training here. And it's going to be a huge week. It's going to be a very, very busy week. So what we're going to do this morning, guys, is we're going to spend some time going through our system to make sure that everybody has a firm understanding on our system, how it works and why it works. And the proof is in the pudding, right? I mean, guys, everybody who has gotten started and hit the top ranks or the first couple ranks on our team here have done so because they've followed the system. So with that being said, I always like to shout out some people as well. And so I know that, let me see here if we can find David Lynn. David, are you logged in? He was on our leadership call. Just so you guys know, when you hit the rank of gold, we actually do have a leadership training on Saturday mornings. And we have that at 8 o'clock, and it's very, very awesome. We take it to the next level. We're conditioning your leaders, your uplines, to be able to actually go out there and continue to build. I know that the dream for a lot of you guys is to really, you know, a big group in your area, maybe having a weekly meeting, having, you know, trainings and whatnot. And that starts with you guys because we're so right? You guys are going to be the ones. I'm going to go ahead and mute out. You guys are going to be the ones that are going to be leading that. And so when you hit the position of gold, we do have a UCrewMVMNT Gold WhatsApp group, Gold and Above WhatsApp group, and then also a weekly Saturday morning training. And it was just awesome. This last training that we were working on a few minutes ago, we were talking about how to effectively close new business, how to help people join, how to get them from that place after a meeting where they really love what they see, but have them get into action to be able to join the team. So first things first, let's talk about our system. Okay, so when somebody gets started, now I also want you guys to be interactive here because I do know that there's a lot of new people. So as I'm going through this training and walking you through the system, okay, if you have questions, type it out in the chat and I'll try to get to all the questions. This training is being recorded as it always is, and we put this up on our YouTube channel. So you can always go back and review all of our week's trainings on our YouTube channel. Also, if you're brand new, make sure that you are on our Facebook group. So if you're brand new, you haven't been added and welcomed to the Facebook group, let me know, type it in there, okay? Myself or the upline that personally sponsored you will make sure that you're in there. There's weekly trainings, there's daily updates, there's things that are going on nationally throughout our team that you want to know about, okay? So that's very important that you're added to that. And then also we have a team WhatsApp chat group, okay? Now that is for our team, the UCrewMVMNT, for us to be able to communicate and chat. Now there's getting a lot of people, and there's going to continue to grow. It's going to continue to get a lot of people that are being added. So a couple of things I want to help you guys to understand what that group is for, okay? That group is for our team to communicate. Now, let's say you have questions, okay? Some people, they have a question about a product, or you have a question about, a next upcoming event. That's where you ask those things, okay? Now, there's another area that you can actually ask and get support. That's called your diamond text, okay? So number one, make sure you're on the Facebook group. If you don't know already, make sure, Andres, I know you're on. Andres, can you do me a huge favor? Send out the link to the movement YouTube channel in our WhatsApp group. So if you haven't subscribed to the actual YouTube channel, do so once he sends that out, because what that does is whenever there's a new video uploaded, you automatically get a notification. So all the trainings, different videos, they all get loaded there before they get put on the group. So subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you're added to the Facebook group. Make sure that you're on the WhatsApp group. And if you're not, chat it here or let me know directly so that you're plugged in, so that you stay abreast to all the updates and all of the information as it's coming on, because there's a lot of things coming. But now I make reference, and I'm going to make reference very often hold on one sec. I make reference a lot to what's called the diamond text, okay? Now, your diamond text is not on WhatsApp, okay? Unless you're overseas, and I do have quite a few people that are joining overseas. And when you're overseas, texting kind of gets weird. So sometimes your diamond text gets set up on WhatsApp. But for the most part, it's your regular iMessage, SMS, text message. The person that introduced you to the team or to the company is going to send out a group text message. The reason they call it a diamond text is because across the front of the beginning of that is a bunch of diamonds, okay? So they put a bunch of diamonds and it says, welcome to the UCrew Nation. And what it does is it gets you your training, okay? Your training is 101 and 201. There's 2 parts, okay? Now, what this does is it's a self-guided training. Now, the reason why I like this, okay, because I want you guys to understand the rationale behind the training. I want you guys to understand the psychology behind the training. See, if you've ever been in network marketing before, right, you know that a lot of the things that they teach are very kneecap to kneecap, very much in person. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but my belief is that a lot of people get pushed away, or they leave network marketing because it requires so much of your time in person. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to leverage, and our leaders, Ricky and Francois, want to leverage, okay, technology to the fullest. They want to allow us to be able to utilize technology as much as possible. So when you get started, you're going to have a 101 and a 201 training. The directions and everything is there for you to get your self-guided training done, okay? So it's going to say, hey, welcome to the group. Here's your training. And it's going to give you some essential steps. Now, all the people on that particular group are there for a reason. They're on that group to support you. So if you have questions, if you don't understand how the system works, if you don't understand how to log in, if you need support, that group is specifically for you. So you don't want to send a message to the WhatsApp that you personally need. Like, hey, Mario, I can't log into my back office, right? You don't send that to the WhatsApp. You send that to your diamond text, okay? Now, those folks, any one of the folks on there, okay, can help you at any given time. They're strategically placed on that diamond text, okay? So here's your first goal, okay? You have to go through that training within 24 hours. So number 101 and number 201, you do that within 24 hours, okay? So you should be writing this down. Now, once you've gone through that, okay, one of the things that we teach, but we haven't really been doing well of enforcing, is what you call your touch base. So after a new person goes through their 101 and 201 training, right after that, within 24 hours, you want to do what's called a touch base with either myself or their direct upline that is certified for Connect calls. What does that mean? That means we get together, we just jump on the phone again, and we're going to say, I see Alice here. So, hey, Alice, did you go through your 101 and your 201 training? Yes. Okay. What questions do you have? I'm here to help. They might say, well, let me ask, I'm not too sure I understand why we do this. Or, I'm having difficulty logging into Cozy. Or these are some of the questions that people struggle with when they start out of the gates, but because the 10-minute touch base isn't happening, they're lost, right? And they're confused. And guys, when people are confused, they do nothing, right? Because I've heard this along in networking. I've heard this in sales. Confused people do nothing. They clam up. Why? Because they're afraid to make a mistake, right? They don't want to do something wrong, so they'd rather just sit. And then we're wondering, hey, how come our new person hasn't started talking to people? How come our new person hasn't started setting up connect calls yet? It's because they're confused and they're just kind of closing up. So what questions do you have? Awesome. Now let's set up some goals. So in the next 48 hours, here's what you are to do. Okay. Here's one of the other things that I think we have dropped the ball with. Okay. By just not connecting the dots. Number one is the training that they go through is a little different than our training, which is the UCrew movement. See, at the UCrew movement, our team, we preach, our philosophy is text messaging over phone calls, okay? How many of you guys know that what we do is we train you guys to go out there and send texts to your friends and family as opposed to phone calls. But on the training, it just covers phone calls. So I realize that there's a lot of you guys that are actually starting your prospecting without the text script. So we actually do have a texting script, and I'm actually right now in real time going to put that script on our WhatsApp, okay? And I suggest that if you guys have a notes area on your phone, right? I know iPhone users do, okay? Go ahead and copy this and put it into your notes. Okay, so I just put it on the deal there. Okay, so you should be able to see that. Okay, that's the text script. The second thing that you all should be doing, especially if you're brand new, during this initial touch base, is you should be getting the post. Okay, hold on, I'm getting some messages here. You should be getting a the copy and paste verbiage to put a post on Facebook, okay? Now, because a lot of people are asking, Mario, how do we leverage Facebook? Okay, here's what I'll tell you. There's a lot of psychology behind network marketing. There's a lot of psychology in regards to what we do and what we don't do. Number one reason why is because people have preconceived ideas about what they think network marketing is. And a lot of times, even if your friend is really excited about CBD, when they look at an opportunity, they're not looking at an opportunity from a perspective of why should I join? Let me look for reasons why I should join. What they're doing is they're looking at this from a perspective of why should I not? Let me look for the blemishes. Let me look for the black marks, right? So we don't, I don't at least endorse people putting up Viseo, right? Hey guys, I just got started with this awesome company called Viseo. Why? Because what they're going to do, instead of messaging you and saying, hey Mario, I want to learn about CBD, what's going on? What they're going to do is they're going to go, Viseo, okay. And they're going to Google Viseo. And how many of you guys know that what you find online is usually a lot different than what you find in person when you actually sit down and you talk with somebody and you learn, right? And you see it the right way, right? So I don't ever particularly endorse you saying, hey guys, very excited, got started with a company called Viseo, right? In fact, I'll tell you, I'm going to tell you a true story. How many of you guys have heard of the incredible startup story of Mr. David Lin? If you have, put number 1 in the chat bar here. I want to make sure you guys are alive. I want to make sure that you guys are breathing this morning, okay? So if you've heard what David Lin has decided or what he's done since he got started, go ahead and put a number 1 in the chat, okay? Okay, so let me share with you the true story about what happened with David and I. David saw me posting a bunch of stuff with our CBD hats. I was posting stuff about CBD, pre-launch, all this stuff. And now David had been getting recruited by a bunch of people for companies that do CBD. Now, when him and I spoke, he shared with me, okay, he said, all I knew is you were doing CBD. I had no clue what company. I wanted to talk to you to find out who you were with, because I was praying that it wasn't with one of these bad ones. I wanted you to be with one of the top companies, right? So when I tell you that this works, it works. I had a top builder like David who's come in and is already working on his emerald push, right, in 2 weeks, come in and he told me, I didn't know what company you were with. I just knew you were doing CBD, and it made me want to talk to you to find out what this was all about, okay? So the reason I'm sharing this with you is, now go back to the touch base. So you did your training. We have the touch base call. You give them the text strategy. Tell them you're going to reach out to 30 people. 30 people using this text. No more, no less. Don't doctor it up. Don't change it. It works. It's proven, okay? Proof is in the pudding, guys. In 30 days, we have 25 people or more that have made $4,000 to $10,000. We have, I think now we have like 6 platinums. I think we have 15 golds. And all those folks have earned all expenses paid trips to the Bahamas. It's not a matter of, oh, let me see if this works. It's proven, okay? So we have a proven system. So 30 texts get you 15 calls is going to get you about 3 business partners. Now, additionally, I'm going to post this on the group, okay? This is the Facebook post that you all should be using, okay? See if you can see it right there. So here's what it says. Copy, paste. This is what you would be putting, new person, on your Facebook, okay? I'm super excited to announce that this week I finalized my partnership with a company that just launched a 100% pure hemp-derived liposomal CBD with exclusive rights to the technology/product. This just after the Farm Bill passed, legalizing the production and sale of hemp at a federal level. This is going to be huge. Forbes just said it's a $30 billion industry in the next few years. You could be a part of something at the ground floor. Timing is everything. The future is bright. Additionally, for those that would like to get a piece, we are offering a 3% profit share with the company as we go global. That alone could be worth thousands of dollars in the next year alone. If you would like to learn more, comment below or send me a DM, okay? Now, I'm posting this in the WhatsApp group right now. Once again, okay, hold on. Yes, somebody said, would it be okay to add THC free? Yes, that's fine. Totally cool. So here we go. Bam. Post it in there. Copy and save this. Now, so at the touch base, okay, we're making sure they have no questions. We're making sure they have the right texting strategy, and we're giving them a post to post. Now, very important that you guys understand. Here is how, okay, we come back. We get those people. Renee, I saw your question. I'll definitely get to that in just a sec. Good to see you, by the way. Okay. So when we post that, you're going to get people that are going to be on your Facebook saying, I'm interested. Get me info. Tell me more. What's this all about, right? So first thing you do on the coaching call, the touch base, is you teach them how to follow up with these people that have requested info on Facebook. Number 1, go to every single comment and you say, hey, I'm going to DM you. I'll shoot you a DM real quick. I'm going to shoot you a DM. I'm going to shoot you a DM. The reason why you don't just go to the bottom and say, hey, everybody, I'll DM you, is because you want to start utilizing your Facebook algorithms, okay? So when there's a lot of two-way communication, okay, on the actual deal, what it does on your post is it makes your post look like there's a lot of people talking about it. And if it's a popular post, the Facebook algorithm will push your new person's post to the top of their feed, and that means that more people will see it. So it's very important that you let them know. Every single time somebody comments, individually say to them, I say like their comment and then reply. I'll DM you. Like their comment, reply, I'll DM you. So you do that. Now, when you go to the DM, okay, the direct message, here's what you say, okay? So you literally copy and paste the second part of our texting strategy. So you could put here, so awesome, you inquired. Just listen, I just got brought into a pre-launch of a liposomal CBD product, and there's a 3% revenue share option. When can you jump on a call at, right, or after, right, a certain time, and we can break down all the details. What are we doing? Guys, we're just setting up a connect call. So just because you put it on Facebook doesn't mean that now it's your job to sell. Now it's your job to send them videos. Now it's your job to do anything. all you're doing is setting up a connect call, okay? So then what happens is, let's say I send that to somebody. That person says, I could talk today at 3 o'clock. Perfect. Book it. So here's what I also want you to do, guys. Do not, okay, say, okay, let me see when my people are available. Then come back to the diamond text and say, hey, guys, I have a buddy. He wants to talk today. What time are you guys available? Okay, that we have far too many people on our team and in our group to do that. From a leader's perspective, myself, Ricky, Francoise, Jesus, Jason, Tanya, Anthony, John, all the people that are there to help you, what we need is a time. Just shoot a time in there that says, hey, can somebody help me with a connect call at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern? That's it. Now, what I do when I see those is I literally see it, I flip over to my calendar, and if it's open, I come back and I say, book it, I got you. Put it on Cozy, okay? Now, I have that locked in, and there we go. We're done. It's a very simple process. Now, Cozy is an app that if you didn't do your 101 and 201 training, you don't know what Cozy is. So I'm not really going to teach you on that because the first answer is you're going to be like, well, I don't know what Cozy is. Go do your training, okay? Whenever I hear somebody that's like, oh my gosh, I'm super excited, go put it on Cozy. And they're like, what's Cozy? I know they didn't do their training. Okay, so go do your training and you'll learn what Cozy is. It's essentially an application where in the training, you're going to get a login and password to the master calendar. And when I say put it on Cozy, you're basically reserving my time for your person on the master calendar so nobody else will take it. Okay, so now let's talk about that particular call. So let's say right now it's 9:30, okay, here at home on the West Coast. Let's say you schedule a call for, today at 3 o'clock. So he's like, cool, I can talk at 3. You're like, awesome, I'll call you then. You send it over the diamond text. I say I'm going to take it. You go book it on Cozy. What do you do then? Okay, nothing. You wait until the call. Here's what I found a lot of people are doing. They're sending the liposomal video to their prospect right now at 9:30 in the morning. Hey, watch this before we get on the call. No, do not do that, okay? Remember, people, okay, are looking most times, we're speaking in terms of generalities, okay, right? So generally speaking, people are looking for a reason not to join as opposed to a reason to join. So when you send them the liposomal technology video, okay, too early, here's what happens. They watch the video. Even if they like it, they're like, wow, what does it say at the end of the video? Vaseo. So now they've got like 6 hours left, okay? Hold on. Okay. I see your message, Nicole. So now they've got like 6 hours left, okay? And they get itchy fingers. So they're like, well, let's see what Vaseo is. Oh, it's one of those things. Forget it. And at 3 o'clock, you're like, okay, I'm going to call. You text me, you're like, Mario, I'm calling him now. Ring, ring, ring. They don't answer. I'm so sorry. They said they were going to be available. Sorry. Do you know why? Because you sent them too much information too early. Right? So what happens is at 3 o'clock, you pick up the phone. You say, hey, bro, how's it going? It's Mario, man. I'm super excited for you to take a look at this. Awesome. Well, real quick, I'm going to send you a quick video, and I want you to watch it real quick. Hold on. Go to your Vaseo app, copy the liposomal link, and send it to them. Hey, brother, did you get it? Awesome. Hey, listen, I'm going to put myself on mute, okay? Go ahead and watch that video, and I'll listen, and I'll come back on when you're done. Now, once that video is done, okay, once it's over, you call me. Oh, you call me, okay? So what you do is you'll pick up the phone and say, hey, Mario, come online. Hey, Mario, I've got Joe here. He just watched the liposomal video. I'm going to connect the call. Perfect. Now you bring us in. When you bring us in, you do edification. Now, edification is very, very important. I'm not going to train you on edification right now because that's part of your 101 and your 201 training. But understand this. If you want to fail, which I hope none of you do, if you want to fail, connect us like this. Yo, Mario, what's up, bro? Hey, buddy, what's going on? Mario, this is my dude, Joe. Hey, Joe, this is Mario, the dude I was telling you about. Oh, man, he's killing it. All right, guys. Do you know how many times I hear that? Do you know how many times I also hear, Mario, you there? Yeah. Joe, you there? Awesome. Okay, guys. Super awkward, right? So there's a training on edification. Understand, here's the easiest part. Your people know, love, and trust you. They just don't respect you in this arena and in this company. So you have to use your trust to help them to respect me or your upline because of our success. So you're transferring that, okay, over to this person, okay? So hold on, getting some questions in. Okay, good question. What about the people that can't watch the video while you're on the phone due to their service provider? So then what you do, okay, is you send it to them and use your own discernment, okay? If you think the person is flaky, right, then just take the call and say, get on the phone and say, Mario, Joe wasn't able to watch the call because of his service provider, right? Or if you think that they're legit and they're a strong character, they're a person of strong character, just tell them, listen, watch this video. It's about 4 minutes long. I'm going to call you in 4 minutes. Cool? And call them back. Okay? So that's a good question. Very good question. Okay? So the reason why the liposomal video is so important, guys, is because it's really the core of what makes all of our products, especially our CBD product, different. It's the X factor, right? And so it's instead of me just talking about it, right, we actually make sure they watch a video on it because it gives a little bit more validation and it gives a little bit more of credibility, okay? So connect those calls, right? Now, once the call is done, typically, okay, depending on how the call goes, I will say something like, hey, Alice, so do me a huge favor, send us a 3-way text, okay? And in that 3-way text, Alice, make sure that you make note of Joe. See, because from my perspective, when I get a 3-way text, I have Alice's number saved, but I don't have Joe's number saved. So here's what I see a lot. Hey guys, thanks for the call. Really appreciate it. This is Mario's number. And I'm like, awesome. Who's the other person? Because when I come back to it later on in the day or tomorrow, I'm going to look at that. I'm going to be like, Alice and who? Right? So little details are going to go a long way. So Mario, thanks for the call. This is my buddy Joe. And that's that. Now, there will be times where based on the call, I tell you, I will send you a couple of videos to look at. But for you to be able to help me help you, what I would encourage you to do is set us up on the 3-way call or the 3-way text, and then you send out there's a couple of videos that you want to send out, okay? If you can do that for me, that'd be huge because the way my schedule is and the way your leaders' schedules are is literally 10 o'clock to 10:30, I'm with you. As soon as I hang up, I'm getting another call, 10:30 to 11. As soon as I hang up, I'm getting another call, 11 to 11:30. That's how fast we're building. So sometimes, right, it might be an hour or two before I get back to your text. And then I got to copy and paste all the videos in. So unless I say, hey, Alice, set us up on a text and I'm going to personally send a couple of videos that are a little unique, what you do is set up the 3-way text and then you're going to send the 8 ways to earn video with Viseo. That's a video, okay? The second thing you're going to send is the 5 pillars video, okay? So you should be writing this down. The 8 ways to get paid, which is our comp plan, okay? The next is going to be, okay, the 5 pillars video, okay? Now, the third one is optional, and this one is depending on who the person is. We will run into people, and they're very, very, very focused on the products. They want to learn the ingredients, the quality of the products. They want to dig into all the products. If that's that person, I'll let you know on the call. Or maybe you feel that that's important to them. What I want you to do is when you go onto the Viseo app, underneath PDF, you go all the way to the right, click on the little arrow, and it's going to bring up all the PDFs. There's one PDF that says the Viseo family products. So it's basically one PDF that has all of the products, okay? Send that one, okay? And then what you're gonna send is a couple of the actual testimonial videos. Now, I have a ton of testimonial videos. What I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna start uploading them to our YouTube channel. And I'm gonna put on there, testimonial video, CBD1, bad shoulder. Testimonial video, CBD1, lower back. Testimonial video, right, Garrett had the neuro for a brain aneurysm, right? All these different things so that when you're there, you can just go there and find a testimonial, copy and paste it to somebody. Would that be helpful, guys? Because I know I have a lot of them and I post them in the WhatsApp group, but I think if we could just put them on the YouTube page, it's gonna be really good, okay? So these are some very specific details where we're going to be able to work together, okay, to be able to help you grow your business. Now, the fortune is in the follow-up, okay? For you guys, the next day, don't have any sidebar conversations with your people, okay? So again, if Alice puts me on a three-way with Joe, okay, and we've sent out some videos, Alice, don't send him a text offline where I can't see and be like, so what'd you think, buddy? Well, Joe might come to Alice offline, and Alice, what I want you to do is I'm going to give you permission to be new, okay? Hey, listen, Joe, I don't really know all these informations, and I just want to be a student, and Mario has made it to a place in this business where I want to be, so I'm going to actually just direct this back to our three-way text, and you can ask him directly, and just direct it back, okay? And sometimes you should just do it. Hey, Mario, just wanted to let you know, Joe is asking me, how does X, Y, and Z work, okay? So then we can actually do that because I can then help you to close appropriately. Does that make sense? So that's how that whole system works there. And it's very important that you understand the psychology behind a lot of the things that we're doing, because here's the other thing. It's able to scale, guys. We are able to grow and to build without limits if we're using the system appropriately, right? Because the in-person model works, okay? But it also requires a lot of time, right? For instance, I know there's a gal, very sharp. I'm expecting huge things out of her. Her name is Diana Gonzalez. She just joined our team, but she's a stay-at-home mommy with 2 babies, right? It's going to be tough for her to go to coffee shops and to do all these things. But if we can do this online, right, then wow, we can scale, we can grow, we can build into different countries. And we don't, even though you guys might think I'm in New York right now, okay, I'm really not. I'm at home. I just want you guys to think I'm in New York, okay, because I won't always be in New York. But it gives us the ability to grow and to actually explode. Now, couple other things to keep in mind. Let's say I scheduled that call. Oh, by the way, I want to let you guys know the majority of our leaders that receive Connect calls do not work on Sundays. That means that they're not going to be available to get on calls, okay? So what the majority of them will do, though, is they will answer text for a call on Monday. So don't schedule on Sundays, guys. I mean, you could, but it's going to be tough to find somebody. Okay, I'm just going to tell you that right off the bat. I am a person that's about balance. I go hard 6 days a week, right? But on Sunday, that's my day with God. That's my day with my family. That's my day to just unplug, okay? And I know, and I don't care what day you do it. If you're a leader here on the team, just do a day. Mine just happens to be Sunday. And I think a lot of the people are just falling on Sunday. So just make sure you guys know that. It's going to be very difficult to find somebody to do a Connect call on a Sunday, okay? Now, that said, I will receive text messages on a Sunday and it says, hey, Mara, I have a Connect call on Monday at 10. I'll book it because I want to have my day booked on Monday because that's the last day of our week, okay? Why not send videos after the CC? We are sending videos after the CC. So once we're done, we set up the 3-way text and then we send a bunch of videos right after that, right? Remember I said the pillars, I said the compensation plan, And then I also said, depending on who they are, the PDF for your products, and then some testimonial videos. So maybe I didn't make myself clear. Maybe I'm not understanding your question, but yes, we do send videos after the Connect call, okay? So with that being said, your job is to just go out there and schedule as many as possible. But then once we get a couple of people to join, now think of the possibilities, right? Next week, you are at home, you're at work, you're doing what you're doing, but you have 2 or 3 people that are using the same system to schedule calls on their diamond texts with all of the leaders that are working to receive their calls without you. See, some people are like, man, how am I ever going to hit gold? Because it's not just your volume. The thing I want you guys to understand, you have 6,000 in your smaller leg to hit gold in a given week, right? That's 6,000 in your smaller leg obviously means you have more than 6,000 on your bigger leg. So 6,000 at least in both of your teams. You're like, dude, $6,000 worth of volume? Oh my gosh. But it's because you're thinking that you have to do that. If you guys, here's my advice. Work your butt off through the end of this week, okay? If you're not close to gold, work your butt off through the end of this week, today, tomorrow, and Monday. Close hard. Get 3 new people on your team, okay, by Monday. Put them in. Don't hold them. Put them in the system. And then those 3 people get 3 this upcoming week, you're probably going to be gold next week because it's 3 people plus yourself, and you're all getting 3 people, and all that volume is going to equal to $6,000 in volume on your weaker leg, okay? It's not difficult to hit gold, right? Okay, referring to the initial CBD liposomal videos, why not sending those after the CD? We are sending those after the Connect call. Send me a private message. I don't think you're understanding, or maybe I'm not understanding your question. We are sending the videos after the Connect call, okay? So message me privately and we'll talk about it. So that's the system, guys. And everything revolves around you getting back into your diamond text and just plugging through. Once you understand the system, guys, there's no magic gimmick, right? Somebody told me the other day, they're like, Mario, I'm really looking forward to having some one-on-one time with you so that you can teach me the tricks to get to the top. There's no tricks. It's a numbers game. I was talking to a gal yesterday, and she does solar, okay? And I asked her, I said, what's the number one thing you need to do to be successful in solar? And she says, I know my ratios. I have to knock on at least 40 doors a day to close 2 or 3 accounts a day. And then if I have to do that for a week long, if I want to do 20 in a week, because I know my ratios, I just know how many doors I have to knock on. See, once you guys understand that it's a numbers game, then you have no problem. See, because I think some of you guys are coming in right now and you have about 5 people that you are prejudging, that you think that, man, if I could just get this person going, oh, man. And when those 5 people don't get started, you're done. You're mentally toast right then and there from the spot. I tell people all the time, write this down. Those people who you think will, most likely won't. And those people who you think won't, most likely will. Receive that, absorb that, wear that, take that to the bank. So don't be derailed when the 5 people who you think are going to blow this thing out of the water don't start, and you're done, okay? Those who you think will, won't, and those who you think won't usually will. So if that's the case, hit your numbers. I'm gonna text 10 to get 1. I'm gonna text 10 to get 1. I'm gonna text 10 to get 1. So if it takes you 10 people to get 1, how many people do you need to talk to get 5 people in your group? 50. There's no magic formula, guys. It's about going through the numbers because CBD is so hot. But I'll tell you, it's not 10 to get 1. It's right now, it's about 10 to 3. 10 to get 3 because CBD is so stinking hot. Right? That's the beauty of why we got started. It's 10 to get 3 because CBD is so exciting, okay? So now as we close off, I don't want to take too much of your time, But as we close off, guys, I want to just share with you, one other thing. What do you do if you're trying to get a connect call and nobody's available, okay? So first of all, understand this. If you send out a connect call and I'm on calls, there specifically during the week this happens, and sometimes on the weekend it does too, because, you know, let's just face it, your upline folks, they also have a life too. Sometimes you send out a message and you say, hey, I need a connect call at 3 o'clock today. Well, it's 9:45. Just give it a little time. Maybe in about 2 hours, you might say, hey guys, friendly reminder, is there anybody available, right? Hey guys, just want to let you know, because sometimes I'll see it, but I'm on a call, and by the time I get back to it, I have 100 texts. I can't find it anymore. That happens sometimes, guys. So sometimes you might have to just send a friendly reminder, and if you can't, contact your immediate upline. And what we'll do, okay, hold on. Okay, so what we do is this. So we'll contact the immediate upline, and we'll work together like by individual text to try to find somebody to cover you, right? Now, if there's nobody to cover you, and this is worst case scenario, there's an actual video that I did on our YouTube channel, and it's like our backup plan, okay? So let me show you. I'm actually going there now so I can show you. No, hold on one sec. So weird. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Can you guys see my screen okay? All right, so you're going to go to my channel, click videos, and there's a number of different videos here. See this? We always put our trainings up. There's Spanish trainings here. There's one. By the way, I did a compensation training, and since then we've only had 43 people look at it. So for those of you guys who asked me, how does our compensation plan work? I know you didn't watch it because I could see it there. Just saying. But go down here, guys. And right here, there's a video. It's called the CBD pre-launch overview video, okay? Or you could use this one. This is only 5 minutes. So let's say you can't get somebody on the call. Just use one of these two videos, okay? This one here is a little less information. Mario, and this is my beautiful wife, Stephanie. Guys, we're really excited for you to take a few minutes to just learn a little bit more about the sale, the company that you're interested in taking a look at, also about us as leaders. And we want to share with you a couple of reasons why we decided to plant our flag with the company. See, this one's just high level. Advantage of all of that growth. Number 3 is you actually do have to work with the top of the company, the leadership of the company. So yes, it does work, okay? The other piece of that puzzle is our team, the UCrew Nation. Okay, so that's one you could use, or you could also use this one. This one here is an actual webinar that I did. After I got out of college, I went into corporate America. You guys have seen this right here. The ability to go viral. And so before we continue to go forward, I'm going to tell you why you have very shortly, because of what's happening. We're going to talk about timing in just a second. All the testimonials. I arrived here we talk about the compensation plan. About to just go out and explode. Guys, in 3 days, we've seen all the different ranks. So this is your backup plan. So lifestyle trips. So what I don't want you guys to do, okay, is cancel your connect calls, okay? Let's see here. Last thing you want to do is cancel your connect calls, because sometimes I'll have people say, oh, I'll just reschedule. No. Never cancel or reschedule a connect call. If nobody's available, or somebody asks, what if your upline leader forgets? I don't really ever understand. I don't really ever think that an upline leader forgets about a connect call. I think that sometimes I just know that this is the way it happens. Sometimes it's sometimes difficult, guys, to get off the call and keep it within 30 minutes. I might run into somebody who's long-winded and I can't stop the call in 30 minutes. So now I have a 42-minute call that bleeds into the next 30. And I'm telling them, hey, give me another 10 minutes. And then my whole day is behind all day long. So by the time it gets to yours, I'm like a full connect call behind, right? So I don't know that it's really somebody forgetting about your call. I think it just sometimes it's just busy, you know, and so that's kind of what happens. So when and if somebody is not there anymore, or somebody is not available, just use one of those connect calls that we talked about. So a couple of events as we close, because I don't want to take all the time in the world. It's already a long meeting. So listen, on Monday, we have an in-person meeting at my home in Jurupa Valley. Starts at 7. Don't show up at 6:30 because you'll probably still see me running around trying to set up. Starts at 7. From 7 to 7:30, okay, we have our testing. So we're going to have our creams here. We're going to have some of the products. We can meet people. It's the meet and greet, okay? Leaders, this is where you form, okay? When you guys become gold and above, you'll know what forming means, okay? But at that point, it's a time for you to take your guests to meet the leaders of our team, okay? And then at 7:30, we get started. On Tuesday, we're going to be out in Pico Rivera, here in Pico Rivera, California. There's a flyer on the WhatsApp group doing a meeting as well. I'll be there presenting the information from 7 to 7:30. Remember, it's a meetup, meet and greet, testing, and then at 7:30, we're going to get the show on the road. Thursday in West Covina, okay, we're going to be at the office. Okay, those of you guys know where our office is going to. It's not going to be a massive meeting. It's going to be more like a home meeting, but I'm setting it up for 50 people. Let's just say that. So we'll be at our office in West Covina. That particular meeting itself is free. I didn't want you guys to have to pay for that one. I want you to pay for bigger meetings because we have a huge meeting. There's costs associated. But for this particular one, I'll cover the costs on the room myself. So bring your guests. That's on Thursday. And then this Saturday, upcoming, 1 week from now, we're all going to be out in Carlsbad, California for our super regional event. Mr. Dallin Larson is going to be there, okay? Carrie is going to be there, his wife, the two co-founders. Mr. Daniel PQ is going to be there. We're actually going to have some special guests coming in, and they actually asked me to train on stage. So a couple of things that I would tell you guys. Make sure that you roll deep. This is absolutely 100% for prospects as well as for guests. At the beginning of the event, they are going to be doing a meeting for prospects. So they're going to show the opportunity. Then there'll be breaks and there's going to be training, different types of workshops. I can't share the agenda, but guys, if you're interested in learning how to really build this business from a product perspective, how to build this business, how to acquire customers, how to speak, how to go out and recruit. I mean, it's just going to be a fun time. So we are going to roll into this black and white. Now, you keep hearing us talk about black and white. I want to set the stage. Mario, do we have to wear black and white all the time? Yeah, we want you as best as possible wherever we go to wear black and white. But you don't have to wear suits. So if you have black jeans, a nice white shirt or a button-up or something, yeah, black and white pretty much everywhere we go. But when we go to big events, that's where we want to wear suits. So at the regional, I'll be wearing a suit. Black and white. We're going to always try to sit together. We're always going to have a presence because we want to make sure everybody knows who we are and what we're all about, okay? That said, also this Monday, okay, I believe it's at 6 p.m. Pacific, okay, Mr. Dallin Larson is doing a company-wide phone call, and there is going to be a massive update, okay? So very important, you guys get all your people on. Make sure that you're on the line so you can hear that. I will also post it on the WhatsApp group so that you have the information there. A word or two about the cream as well. 2 p.m. I think. I'll confirm. I don't know that he would do a call at 2 because a lot of people are at work, but maybe I'm wrong. We'll figure it out. But a word or two about the cream. The oil has already started getting shipped out to you guys. The cream, I believe, is still on track to be sent out maybe 3rd or 4th week of the month. I don't know. Ricky's saying that it's shipping already. So I'm going to just take – the company is always going to say worst case scenario. They don't want to say it's going to come out this week and then it's next. They'd rather say next and ship it this week. So I'm just going to hold to what the company says, which is by the 3rd or 4th week, it'll start shipping back out to you guys. So until then, you can actually order, and because it's on a back order right now, they're actually throwing in a free jar of the CBD1 cream. So it's 1 per household. So it's not like, well, I ordered 5 jars of cream. Do I get 5 free? No. You could order 1 or 5 or 20. You're going to get 1 additional, and it's 1 per household. So how do you get another one? Well, if you have a second position, right, or your mom's in the business, order 1 through your mom at her address, and you'll get a second cream there as well. But otherwise, I'm going to have this call converted and uploaded to the YouTube group, the YouTube channel. Otherwise, God bless. We'll see you Monday. Have a great weekend. Load up. Sprint through the finish line, guys. Sprint through the finish line. Work all day. Our business is from our cell phone. So you could be at the softball field. You could be at parties. You could be wherever, texting, getting work in, setting up your week so that you can actually partake and have a massive, massive group of people here in Carlsbad next Saturday. God bless. Love you guys, and we'll talk soon.